Hi, it's Chantel here from Fiberific. Today we're going to talk about what I love for July 2016. There's so many things that I love about July. It's such a busy time. There's so many things going on, not just fibre related, but also in the comic book world and Comic-Con and things like that. So I'm going to start with San Diego Comic-Con that runs in San Diego in the USA. So I don't get to go. It's so far away. I'm going to save up and I'm going to make the effort and I'm going to get there one day. One thing I really appreciated about it though is that a lot of the people that I follow on social media, like the superhero newsboys and things like that, they live tweet, they Snapchat what they're seeing, so you get to see lots of cool stuff even though you don't get to go. And so it really builds hype so that you really want to make the effort to get there. The other thing I love is Nerd HQ. I'm not sure of the geography of it all, but I believe that Nerd HQ is only walking distance from where the Comic-Con runs. And it has these amazing panels where the money goes to a charity. I think it's Smile. And they have these fantastic stars. But the thing I love about Nerd HQ is they actually have all their panels available live on YouTube. So if I happen to be awake, like because, US time, I get to see them and I get to watch these amazing panels. It's not the same as being in the room, but I haven't paid the money. I don't deserve the same experience as being in the room. So I really love that that I still get sort of the buzz and the exciting feeling, even though I don't get to be there. It just makes me imagine that if I went, it would just be so much better. Another thing that I love about July is my long drive. I have as you all know, I have a really long drive down to Bendigo. So it's driving through Queensland, New South Wales and into Victoria. It takes approximately 22-ish hours each way. And so one of the big things that I get to do is listen to audiobooks. So I listen to Wheel of the Time Book 1 through Audible, Eye of the World. They're by Robert Jordan. This book is 30 hours. So if I was just listening to it sort of at home, it would take me weeks and weeks and weeks to get through that many hours of book. But I listened to it as I left here. So I listened to it all the way down and halfway home. And so I really got to get the experience of the book really quickly because it was just on in the car and it really kept me alert and interested. And so there were some times when it affected my driving because I'd be like, oh my God, something exciting's happening. Why am I stuck behind a caravan? But I had a really, really good time listening to it. I've got a couple more books in my queue, but then I'm going to add book 2 onto my list. I put on, after the Wheel of Time, because I obviously ran out, Jocelyn Drake's Dead Man's Deal. I'd read Angels Inc. I'd read Angels Inc., the actual book. So they're standalone books, but they have the same characters. So it's like sort of the next adventure, but they're absolutely standalone novels. And I really enjoyed that too. Although I'm not quite finished Dead Man's Deal yet. I've still got, I think, 4 hours left to listen to. So I've got to sort of get that happening. So I've got to hit the die pots this week. So I'll probably finish it during that time. I love Bendigo's Sheep and Wool Show. Who doesn't really? Like if you're a yarny or a spinner and you get to go, it's like the mecca for Australia of our yarn industry. It's so much fun, but I'm not going to go into it too much here. That's got its whole own video. I did a live chat last week. And so episode 15, if you're looking through my list, is in there. And so there is some technical glitches which sort of I get through, but hopefully for my next live chat I'll have it a bit more sorted out and we'll go from there. I loved my Mapleton camp. I take Abby with me to Mapleton, so it's sort of, she gets a day off school on Friday and we jump in the car. We load it all up, jump in the car, and it's about 2 hours north into the Sunshine Coast hinterlands. It's absolutely a beautiful drive. Abby took so many photos on the way up. It wasn't funny, but she had such a good time. She tie-dyed some shirts and I actually taught a secret knitting workshop. So I made this coutlet's here. I'll pop a photo up. And it's part of my personal foray into researching and learning more double-sided fabric so that it's sort of either the same or really interesting on both sides of the fabric, and this stitch really intrigued me. So I'm going to be starting a series of videos coming up in the next few weeks of stitches that I find really interesting. So they may already have YouTube videos out there. You know, I don't design them. I'm not clever enough to invent stitches. So anything that I do, I haven't invented. I'm not under any sort of illusion when it comes to that. But I figure I can share it with you that I love it and this is how I do it. One of the other things that sort of came up was this t-shirt. I wore it in one of my Facebook Live videos when I was I did some Facebook Live videos on my journey, and not while I was actually driving. Normally while I was pulled over, either having breakfast or having just got to some accommodation. But this is my In the Comics t-shirt. It's a Colt, I'm going to say his name wrong, Colt Badeau. Anyway, you can order it from Redbubble. I'm going to put links to everything I can down below. As you can tell, I'm still getting over the raspy throat. I don't think the cold hair in Mapleton really helped. Another thing that I really have enjoyed was actually getting a chance to just sit and spin at Mapleton. I haven't had much chance to sort of, you know, you're sort of at home and it's like, no, I can't just sit and spin. I've got to finish knitting this, or I've got to dye this, or I should really do this, and, you know, make dinner or clean the house. You know what it's like. There's like 7,000 things that need to be done before you give yourself permission to sit and spin. So having none of those things at Mapleton, I got to sit and spin. And so I was spinning this beautiful fibre. It's from Southern Cross Fibres. Now, I unfortunately am not a member of any of David's clubs, but I have friends who are members, and sometimes the blend that comes out may not be to their taste. And very lucky for me, I get to buy them off them. So I still get to play with the beautiful luxury fibres that come from Southern Cross Fibre Clubs, even though I am not in the club. If you want to be in the club, I think there's quite a long waiting list, but I'm quite happy to just kind of hit the D stashes for now. I think with me not having anywhere near enough time to spin, it makes it hard. But anyway, this is not a whinging video. This is a things I love. So I love to spin, and I nearly finished it. I've got like a piece like this long left to go, and it's all finished, and then I'm going to apply it, and I'm just going to apply it back on itself. And once I do, I'm sure I'll post photos up on Instagram or somewhere. So make sure you're following on some of the other social medias that I have as well. I have the Fiberific on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and you're already watching the video. So maybe if you want to see more of the videos, click subscribe, share it with your friends. All those sorts of actions really help. So that would be really wonderful if we could spread the word. I'll be making these new series of videos starting from next week. So they'll be coming out on the normal Tuesdays. And I have future plans, which it's another exciting thing for July. Working on some plans to do some knit-alongs and crochet-alongs, but we're going to do them live through live Hangouts using YouTube and Hangouts. So you'll be able to chat, and we can do it together and have fun together. Anyway, we can drink coffee or wine. Wine is good too. Wine's a good thing for July. Anyway, please like, subscribe, and share to this video. You know, may your universe be filled with fibre fun. I'll catch you next time. Bye.